This is Matt from MGMT Boston. I'm here with Katarina, future MIT Sloan student and graduate. So we're in the financial district today, and we're going to talk to pretty much anyone we can find that are building startups or working around startups that have some good knowledge about it. Now, I want you all to know this is the financial district for a reason. Okay, there's a lot of private equity, banking, law here. So we're going to have to find our way to figure out who's actually building the startups here in the financial district. So stay with us, and it's going to be a lot of fun. Thanks for joining us.
Yeah. Thanks for having me. And if you're in the Kendall Square area coming up,
We'll probably be there next.
come see us.
So our friends at Row wanted to know who the financial district is home to. Now, a lot of finance companies, yes, but startups like Jellyfish, CloudZero, ezCater, LinkSquares, Paperless Parts, there's a ton of growth stage companies here up in the rafters of these tall buildings. So we're going to see who's around, have some good conversations. And if we can't find them in Post Office Square, we'll travel around and find them. The downtown Boston days continues. We are with Steve Travaglini, the CEO and founder of winrate. Steve, what have you loved about working and building startups in Boston?
I love Boston. So started in Central Square. That was my first software startup in the back of a church on Sellers Street. That was Backupify, great company. Not as fun as being in downtown Boston, which I have experience doing with LinkSquares, which is just a phenomenal ride. But anywhere in this community, you have restaurants everywhere, which is important for the lunch walk, the lunch frig. When you're in the grind and you're coming up, you need to go out there, blow off some steam, have a conversation on a walk. There's always something. You can always mix it up. I always loved that, being a kid from New Hampshire, where you would have to drive to go to a restaurant.
That's
it's
important.
just cheesy and lame. But like, as a young professional in the city, I love that. Same thing with bars and drinks after work. So for me, it's always about the people. It's always about the camaraderie, because that's what it's like when you're building a startup. You're going to war with people. It's great.
Now, you're building an important startup called winrate, and we're gonna talk about that, but in a different segment. What's another startup or other startups that we should be watching here in Boston, other than obviously the important one that you're building?
I would definitely say OnRamp. They are a SaaS company that focuses on onboarding of customers. So they sell an onboarding software to help get your customers time to value much shorter, seamless, and they do great work. A bunch of the sellers that I worked with at LinkSquares are over there running that show. It's just been so fun and fulfilling to watch them build a great culture, have a ton of success, and hit their goals. So watch them. And then another one that I keep hearing about, I'm not sure if they're headquartered here in Boston, but I've heard a lot of great things, and that's Nooks. I know that they have a solid local presence, and that's a power dialer, parallel dialer in the sales tech space. So I'm always watching those companies closely.
This is Steve Travaglini from winrate. I'm with Emmett Shipman from Wolf, previously from Mass Challenge and Alloy Labs. Emmett has had a long fintech career here in Boston. So Emmett, what are you building right now?
Yeah, so excited to have just joined Wolf & Company, a firm based here in Boston that is really deep in the CPA advisory space on the banking side. And we're building a fintech practice to match the prowess that we have on the traditional financial institution side that we're really excited about.
That's awesome. Now, what do you love about building in Boston? You've been here for many years. What's great about startups and building here?
It's a unique energy here. Being in various other sort of startup-centric markets, there's a camaraderie here. There's a tight-knit community here, sort of ingrained in the New England culture that is fascinating to me. I've been remote for the last 4 years, so it's nice to have boots on the grounds and activity to sort of hustle and bustle around and really bring the froth to life, because we got the brain power. We just need to activate it a little bit more efficiently.
I agree with that. And last, what startups or what startup are you watching that you think would be awesome to call out for other people to know?
Yeah, so broadly, I'm very intrigued by what's going on in stablecoins. I think Circle being a good example of that in the news here in Boston locally. I was intrigued by an introduction at a Mass Fintech Hub event a few weeks ago from a colleague of mine about EnFi. So I'm very intrigued by what they're doing, and I'm hoping to have a conversation with them. But from what I've seen, that's really showing true that Boston can really build at the best of them.
This is Emmett from Wolf. Thanks for coming out.